Hey guys, just a continuation from uh, the Bitcoin to build on that Bitcoin perspective. There's a couple of things that we have to acknowledge too that has been going on in the economy for quite some time, and I think that these things are also really important when we're talking about cryptocurrencies to keep in mind. Um, the first thing that comes to mind is not a very you know very well known topic, but it is extremely concerning to the U.S. and worldwide currencies, and that is the ability that certain countries have and can possess and have you know been implementing for quite some time, and that is counterfeiting money. I think counterfeiting money is a real concern when it comes to paper fiat currencies. Um, if you really think about, if you really just think about what is happening when a fiat currency is created, right? Like if you really think about, and then you think about the scale and the power of a country or or even an entity like a private third party. you know I hope this doesn't get my channel flagged because I'm just shedding some psychological light on it. The idea of if a entity or a country is willing to do or willing to counterfeit currency, all it is, all it is in essence, think about this. It's just paper. It's paper. Will they use certain dyes? And they look, look. There was a gentleman who, who he's like one of U.S. most pronounced counterfeiters that was captured. And long story short, he was trying to, he just decided he was going to counterfeit money, and and he bought some old old German, I think some old German ink factory or something like that, and like was pushing out millions of counterfeit dollars. It's not. No one has a patent on, like, no, it's not that other people cannot replicate that process, especially if you have the backing to do so. So that's a real concern. That's a real concern, and has been a concern for a number of years. Um, so I'm sure a lot of countries would like to see those problems. I wonder what the number is to date, and I'm not just talking about the U.S. I'm talking euros, euro dollars, Canadian dollars, U.S. dollars. So Japanese ones or Chinese ones or whatever it's called. So that's a concern. Um, then you have cartels and illegal entities doing transactions in dollars, doing transactions in paper currency. Yeah, doing transactions in paper currencies. Imagine what would happen. I mean, I'm sure they would figure out a way, but imagine what would happen. They probably just use Bitcoin. Imagine what would happen if these individuals had to use some form of electronic currency. I'll tell you one thing, the idea that Bitcoin can't be tracked is no longer a reality. Every currency that is electronic can be tracked and is tracked and is tracked. So what does that do to illegal trade, whether it's ivory or or exotic animals or you know, baby tigers or whatever they're selling, you know, drugs, or you can control those. Let's say it this way, you can control that market of how, if you can electronically monitor that market, you can control the IRS or whoever that entity would be, can control that cash flow and know exactly what it is. And they can do it. It's about to be 2020. It's a different world out there. Like, you know, I would imagine through satellite tracking every they have locations probably on, yeah, it's they can read the time on your watch. So don't underestimate them. Hmm. Gold is really high right now. So anytime there's like war talks, and gold usually goes up. So all right, gotta take this call. So that's my perspective about it today. Just a rant.